Hi, I'm Mary from Neara. In this video, I'll show you how Neara's physics-enabled digital twin helps you identify and reduce ignition risk at scale so you can act before heat, wind, or vegetation threatens wildfire safety. Ignition risk isn't just about vegetation encroachment or pole failures. It's often driven by the invisible impacts of wind and heat, leading to clearance issues that only appear under specific environmental conditions, like red flag days. Neara helps you identify these risks before they escalate into a larger threat. Let's take a look at how we can simulate clearance risk in Neara. We'll look at clearance thresholds in high heat and high wind conditions. Here, we're looking at the model as it stands in survey conditions. When I turn on the dynamic cable functionality, we can see how the cables are expected to sag and sway, as shown here in red, as I change the temperature, wind pressure, and wind direction on the sliders. You can simulate predefined scenarios, like NESC environments, or customize your own environmental conditions to reflect local fire risk thresholds. Notice how the vegetation encroachment analysis changes as we change the environmental conditions. As I increase the wind speed and change the wind direction, Neara will dynamically recalculate vegetation encroachment along the spans. The different encroachment zones expand or shift so you can see exactly where to trim to avoid ignition risk in these conditions. Next, I'll turn on conductor clash alerts so you can see exactly where you have a span clash risk. This allows you to identify exactly where you have a clearance risk between conductors. We also have ground and building clearance reports set up here to highlight clearance issues where conductor contact or arcing could occur. As with all the reports in Neara, these also dynamically recalculate as we change the surrounding environmental conditions. And you can easily customize your exact clearance thresholds based on your risk tolerance and specific risk drivers. And all this can be run at network scale. You can use Neara to scan your entire service territory, identify where clearance risks emerge under heat or wind stress, and create a strategic mitigation plan to reduce the maximum amount of ignition risk.